And then here we go. We're going to review array lists. So everybody just in the room, you can look up here. And at home, look on the screen share. None of this is new. But I'm just doing a quick overview of array lists. When we want to use array lists, we have to have this import line at the top. I hesitated even to say it right here because on the AP test, they say things like, don't worry about importing, we'll take care of that. So you don't have to worry about adding that on the AP test. But if you're doing your own program, sometimes you forget to put that there and it doesn't work. So when we create an array list, you have to say what kind of object you're going to put in it. So here's an example of where I set it up using strings. It could be frogs, or it could be capital D doubles. Array lists only hold object data, not primitives. So you can't just put small I int variables in. You'd have to put integer with a capital I. We'll practice that. Not today though. So array lists start empty. When you create one, you can add them using the add method. And there's two versions of add. One is it adds something to the end. That's just add. And the other one is you give it an index. I do that right here, index I. It inserts whatever you've asked right at that spot. And you get the size of an array list using the dot size method with parentheses after it, as opposed to the dot length method we use on strings. And you can use an enhanced for loop to go through a whole array list. I give an example there. You just make a temp variable. In this case, I made a temp string called W. And so it takes all the words from all the strings from this variable words and throws them into W one at a time. The temp variable could be any name. And then to delete something from an array list, you use the dot remove command, and you do it by index value. And it bumps everything above that down a number. And lastly, you can change the contents of what's in a spot using the set command. And on this one, it's kind of a long command, but I said, hey, on my list, I want you to set element I to what was at element I, list.getI.to uppercase. So this changes everything in the list, or that one thing. Changes element I to be all uppercase. And then the last thing to be remembered here, if you're going to go through an array list and delete things, you got to start at the end and work backwards. Because if you don't, you won't necessarily delete all of the items. Because you remember when you delete an item, all the index values of the higher elements go down by one. And so then you actually end up skipping certain elements by accident. So this is an example. You start at the end. In this case, list.size -1, go all the way down to I = 0. And, I'm just saying, hey, delete certain ones. Any questions? Yeah, I'm just going all super fast. All right, so for the rest of the day, I got day 76, Arraylist Practice. I'll assign it in just a second. And then I want you to do another free response practice. It's called cookie order, as in an order of cookies. You're making an order like Girl Scout cookies or something. And this one has to do with array lists. And for today, let's go ahead and do the cookie order problem in the AP classroom completely. Not like last time I had you do it in a Google Doc and turn in the doc. Let's try today. Let's try doing it all in the in the AP classroom. So that one should already be visible to you in the AP classroom. Because I set it to go at a certain time, and I think the time has come and gone. So, but day 76, Arraylist Practice, I'm posting right now. It includes the slide deck that we just went through, and I'm also posting the cookie order just placeholder. I did a video where I walk you through it, if that helps. All right, so what do we do? We have till we have 40 more minutes, 40 more minutes. And that's that. I'm gonna stop the recording.